security to the highest security wherever possible. Understanding whom we work for, and how much risk is that company has been exposed, and how much risk the company wants to take. Okay, so that's all kind of a quick kind of an introduction about the risk appetite of the company. And let me see if I can cover a few other details over here. So I have one use case right now, which is actually I wanted you guys to kind of work closely with. Is let's say you are working for a vaccine company, okay, and I will be kind of saying, okay, what's the current architecture look like? So let's say the vaccine company is having old computers, which is kind of running Windows operating system, Windows XP systems, okay, and I will kind of my plan is actually to kind of go through that scenario and understand what are the risks over here, and how we can kind of help the leadership of the vaccine company, of that virtual scenario based virtual vaccine company, in kind of making their organization reaching out from no security to an absolute security. Why, and also kind of understanding why there's a need for achieving security in that virtual vaccine company. So so this will be pretty time taking. It will be a little bit, I think it will take at least 15 to 20 minutes. So why not we start fresh maybe tomorrow, and we directly start with kind of handling this scenario where we kind of where we work with for the scenario where we work for a vaccine company. The vendor, the vaccine company has only old based computers, and we need to kind of achieve a good cybersecurity posture for that company. So we'll be kind of let's take this scenario starting from tomorrow, and we wind up for today. So are there any questions, guys, on the things that we discussed today? Like we worked upon certain use cases like Bangladesh Bank, his the solar wind thing, and we tried to answer few of the questions over here. And especially we were also we understood like what collection means, what detection means, what trials means, and investigation means for our SOC team. So are there any question overall for the things we discussed today before we wind up?
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yes, yeah, go on.
Sir, earlier we are talking about continuous improvement, about 4 points: collection, detection, triage, and investigation.
Yeah.
So after doing our triage and investigation, we will make a report, right, to send to the client.
Yes.
So we were discussing about the documentation also, what kind of steps we have taken about the alert. So in the documentation, whether we will add all the reports that we have sent to the client, that we have mentioned these things, or the report and remediation steps will come in separate part.
Okay. So I'll discuss that in a little more detail. So the documentation will be actually in will not be just one single document to say. It will depend upon whom that documentation is going to. Okay. So let's say the first document will be handover. Okay. Handover, I mean the document that our next SOC team, let's say the SOC team that is based out of US, needs to have. That is one handover document. I'll talk about this before. Let's say the other document will be the leadership document, like what we tell to our leadership team, the let's say the CEO or CTO of our company. That will be another document that will be there for any for an investigation, and then the other document will be the stakeholders. The stakeholders, I mean, whom we are answerable to. So one of the thing over here will be legal team, let's say, and the other document will be let's say the one of the last document will be sharing the document with client. And now all these 4 documents that has been made for the same alert will be having different content. Okay, so the first thing will be, let's say we are handling an alert, let's say of the solar wind case for an example. Okay, so let's say our shift is about to end, so we'll prepare a document, a very easy to understand document, for which we will say as handover document, where we will kind of note down the technical terms. Okay, technical in a very technical way, because the US team guys are also kind of technical. So we'll be as technical as possible. We'll be kind of telling that, okay, this alert came up, it happened during this time, this is the impact that we are seeing right now that this alert could bring us to our organization, and these are the things that we have done this till now. Okay, that like we have set up an alert, we have investigated the past logs, and because we have investigated the past logs, these are the findings from that past logs which needs to be further analyzed. Okay, so let's say you were working on the solar wind hack case, and when you were checking for the logs for the past traffic, you got, let's say, 100 of hits for the IP traffic, but your shift is about to end now. Okay, so what you do is you document that finding, and you ask your US counterpart team to continue the analysis on those 100 findings that has came out from that network logs. Okay, so this will be the most technical document from your end. Now, thing is that uh, there's another document called leadership document. Okay, so leadership document is something which will be kind of a mix of technical and non-technical thing, because our leadership, let's say CEO, they won't be understanding what's IDS, what's the host log, what's Windows operating system log, specific log. They need to understand in layman terms, in a more easier terms. So over here, we will prepare the document such that it is a mix of technical as well as more of a non-technical nature. Okay, that will help the leadership guys to understand what the risk we are handling right now. It will tell us, okay, that we have got an alert. It will have an overview, like what this alert is about, and then what we are doing at this stage for that alert, and what of the action item has been completed, and what's the impact, what the worst case scenario, if that breach had really occurred in our organization, what we are seeing over there. So it will be a mix of kind of technical and non-technical. And the other thing is that we need to decide the alert that we are handling. We need to decide, is it really worthy to spend the time and prepare a document for the leadership? Because we get hundreds of alerts. We can't prepare documents for every alerts and say it to leadership. Even leadership won't read that. Okay, because there are few guys. So we only prepare document for the most high severity alert. Let's say for the solar wind case. Okay, we only prepare document only for that high level alerts. So that's one thing. Now, now the next one will be the stakeholder. I'll say, let's say legal. So let's say we work with legal team. We prepare another document for them. Now over there, we will say that, okay, we got an alert. We got an alert for solar wind. This is how the attack looks like in a very layman terms. And let's say there was one server which was attacked by the attacker using this solar wind vulnerability. Okay, and data has been stolen out from that system. So we tell to the legal team that, okay, the data has been leaked out from this system, and this is the classification of that data. Is it publicly available knowledge that has been leaked out, or was it highly confidential data of the company? So based on this information, we prepare another set of documents, and we share that to the legal team. And what the legal team will do is that they will either ask more questions based on that as information that they got from us, or they will also inform the regulatory authority that we have faced a breach at our end. Okay, so these are something decision that they will take. And the last is the client. So this again, as I told, depends on the high severity of the alert, and so we prepare another document for the client. So let's say you face the solar wind hack in your company, and you are getting a lot of ping from your clients asking, are you impacted by solar wind? And if you are impacted, our data has also been exposed because of that. So in that case, we need to prepare another set of document for the client. Okay, and over there, the communication data will be as small as possible. And the thing is that we won't be directly sharing that data with the client. We won't be doing this, but rather it will be something like this. We first